Here's like every draft. I feel like there's guys that have a devoted fan base. That kind of like there's a group of people that kind of fanboy over certain players, and not the big name players, but there's like I feel like people want to be like, oh, I knew that kid was going to be big right off the bat, kind of scenario. And then all of a sudden, like a couple people say it, and then all of a sudden it becomes a group and it snowballs into like, this is the sleeper of the draft. This guy falls into that category. 100% falls in that category. Tez Johnson out of Oregon. And listen, there's a lot to like on film, guys. There's a lot to like on film. Here's the biggest issue I have with him.
I weighed him when I was in the 6th grade. That's the issue.
That's the issue. He is, I'm telling you, he's this year's Tank Dell. 5'10", 165 pounds.
Well, Tank Dell might be a high. Well, I want to take away from
Tank Dell's 165 pounds.
Yeah, but Tank Dell also did put up some good numbers this year when he was healthy.
But he can't stay healthy because of the size. And that's the issue I have with him. So Tank Dell is 5'8", 165 pounds. So technically he's a little bit lankier. I don't want to say bigger, but I'm saying lankier because he's 2 inches taller. But he's the same weight.
Tank is more dense, if you will.
Yeah, talk about truth and advertising laws being thrown to the wind there with it. He's but anyway, Tez is 22 years old from Birmingham, Alabama. Started off at Troy. And like I said, guy's got a lot of talent. You see it on the football field, that's for sure. Just 211 yards his first season in 2020. 735 yards and 4 touchdowns in 21. 863 yards and 4 touchdowns in 22. Then he goes over to Oregon. Some may call it Oregon. 23, 1,182 yards and 10 touchdowns. This past season, 12 games, 83 catches, 898 yards, 10 touchdowns, at 83.1 PFF rating. Oh, and by the way, he's also got experience returning kicks. I should say punts specifically at Oregon. He's electric. He's fast. He's twitchy. He changes directions really, really fast. He's really good at getting yak yards on catches too as well. This kid has the potential to be a fun weapon that you put in the slot specifically. Like, I don't think he could play on the outside because of his size. But I think in the slot, he has the potential, especially some kind of gadget plays like that. He's willing to block, but let's be honest.
You're not blocking much.
65 pounds. Good luck.
It's like blocking a tank with a.
Yeah. He's literally giving up 40 yards on corners, let alone what he's giving up to everybody else.
Yeah.
Like, good luck. Good luck with that one. He's obviously not very strong. He's obviously got a small catch radius. He's got speed, but he's not a deep threat guy. Like that's not where he's at. But again, he's a smart football player. He runs good routes. I think he's going to go 3rd, 4th round. And I think somebody's going to have to figure out, a decent way of using him. Where, you have an idea of like, okay, this is what he can do. This is what he can't do. I'm not going to try to put a square peg in a round hole. Like, he needs a smart offensive coach that knows what to do with him. Because I do feel like there's a place for him in this league. I don't want to say gadget because you can only do specific things. But I feel like more like a guy who's got specific skills that can be used a few times throughout a game. Like, if you can get him, like, 5, 6, opportunities per game to get him involved, it's worth a 3rd, 4th round pick.
Listen, sometimes that's all you need out of a player. You give him 5 opportunities and he gets 12, 15 yak yards, or just catches per yard. Like, he's doing a good day. He has a good day.
Yeah. Like I said, I there's definitely the potential for him to have a role, but I think definitely the role is where it's got to be for him at that point. So, as Jay says, is that the shirt Rob uses to close the deal with the ladies? Let me be the first to assure you. Yes, it is.
I haven't had to do that in a while, so don't worry.
Meanwhile, I just got the Mickey shirt on because
Yeah.
I just don't care.
It's my polo's extra button off today.
Is that like camouflage polo?
It is, actually.
Yeah, see? That's why. So that way it's a camouflage polo.
You
So that way
see me.
the ladies can pretend he's shirtless.
Yeah. Can't see me coming.
All of a sudden we lost 5 subscribers. God damn it.
Yeah. Womp womp.
Deb says Stephen Baker was 160 pounds at 5'8". He was a good receiver. Said he used to have to prove he was on the team sometimes to get the facility. I can see that, but the problem also is that he played over 30 years ago. Like the guys are much bigger than they used to be.
Yeah.
And I just think it's difficult, and it's not impossible. Not impossible. Again, Tank Dell, we gave as an example. He is proving he is a legit NFL player. He just can't stay healthy. And that's why I think that's what you're going to see that kind of role with him, where he's going to be a guy who's going to have to go ahead and have a specific role in the team. You see him just, a little bit there. As Jay says, yeah, we already got a wide receiver with the catch radius of T-Rex, bro. Yeah, basically. And he says, I used to watch Stephen Baker play at Fresno State when I was a kid. He said, no way Baker could play today. He is tiny. Yeah. Like I said, I don't think it works as a full-time receiver. So
no, but if you got like Tank Dell, especially anyone that played fantasy last year, especially if you're playing like one of those weekly leagues, like a DraftKings FanDuel kind of thing, you picked him up on the right week. Like he was the guy that you got cheap that pretty much won you that, won you the money for that week. So
if you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please,